And cheating respectfully. I never tell my man like, oh, you can go cheat on me.
So cheating respectfully to me is cheating where I don't find out, is having control over your other women, is using condoms and not having babies. Like,
Guys, it's mad, isn't it not? Is it not mad? Is it not mad? Cheating respectfully. Now, I want to say one thing. Obviously, I do understand where she's coming from. I get it. There is a type of cheating that can be overly disrespectful, but cheating in general is disrespectful, right? Cheating in general is bad. Cheating in general is evil. Cheating in general hurts. Cheating in general will break any individual or human being on this planet. So for her to say cheating respectfully, I get it. But what was really problematic for me was actually going through the actual clips, about 2 minutes long. We're going to play it and break it down. And it was the mindsets that she was carrying that were problematic. It weren't necessarily cheating respectfully. It was what she was saying in amongst all of those things that, she was talking about to the girls. And mindset is a very big thing, because those mindsets attract other people who are going to obey those mindsets. You guys hear me all the time talking about you are a sovereign land, and you as the king or the queen of that land decide the rules and the laws that go across that land. Now, the person who comes to encounter you has a choice to make. Either they cartel and play along to the rules of your land, or they buckle their ideas and go away, right? So if you're having rules like, I know the man will cheat, and you know what, I'm willing to let it go because all men cheat, or because you know what, he's got the bag, or whatever, right? You are beginning the problem, because it's your mindset that is allowing for behavior to go on. Now, a guy can choose to do this anyway, right? He can choose to cheat, he can choose to go mad, but the mere fact that you have that mindset starts you in a deficit. It starts you in a place of you being in a place of minus, okay? You're having to crawl up to just be basic. You're starting behind, you're backwards. But we'll talk more in the course of the actual review. If you're new to the channel, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, click on the bell button for notification. What up, loads? And for those of you who are returnees, you got the minerals, yes. Stay hydrated. Okay.
cheat respectfully, because believe it or not, your man is cheating.
Now, here's the thing. See how she talked about, I don't want a man to bring anything back home, etc., etc. Believe it or not, but your man is cheating. That's what I'm talking about. Mindsets. The mindset is off. Okay, the mindset is off, because really and truly, when you start saying, well, your man is cheating, you're trying to throw us all in the same boat. Sis, no, let that boat be yours and yours only. Okay, not everybody cheats on my side of the river. Okay. Secondly, also as well, it's almost to justify your point. All men cheat. No, they don't, right? The ones that are cheating, but not all men do cheat, right? Just like not all women cheat, because listen, the numbers for cheating for men and women are getting closer and closer. Okay, they're higher proportions for both men and women. So cheating is not exclusive to men. Women just do it more discreetly and don't get found out. But let's play a little bit more of the clip, and we'll listen a bit more to what she says.
But I'm not leaving my man over a one-night stand with a period.
I will only leave my man for three things. You bring me home an STD, you have a baby on me, or if you gay. Everything else is work outable for me. Yeah.
Now, I do understand this. She said, obviously, everything else is work outable for me. And so, yes, I get it that, okay, so it's really odd, though. So STD is a no-go. Obviously, having a baby, I get it. And then being gay, which again, yeah, I totally understand. But the mere fact that she said, obviously, that cheating is something that's work outable. I do actually understand that, right? Someone cheats and you can work that out. It takes a lot of work, though, a lot of energy, though, a lot of strength, though. Trust me, it's difficult, because you've got to be so focused on building trust again. And do you know how hard it is to build trust once you've broken it, my friends? It's very difficult. Right, and so it's important to understand that that cheating is traumatic. It's traumatic, yeah. It brings trauma. That's what cheating does. Cheating brings trauma. Let me get some water. Stay hydrated. Cheating brings trauma. Okay, to a degree where you feel like you've been beaten and hurt and abused. That's what cheating will do to you. Cheating really does break the mind in a way that you can't even think the same way you were thinking before. I've always said this, that cheating is a death of a relationship. Any relationship that's got cheating in it is the death of, because that relationship no longer exists. They have to start again. If you've been cheated on, you cannot restart from where you were. You must start from brand new. It's not a save and resume. No, you got to start all over again. That the relationship is dead. The moment that person cheated, the relationship died at that point. Okay, let's just go again.
Like, period.
I used to say that there was levels to cheating.
It's
So,
levels.
you know, you can get sucked. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know, don't bite a bitch nut and don't make her feel special.
You can't even do that.
Now, isn't it interesting that they've made a distinction between, what kind of cheating there is and how there's a difference? Now, this is where I do kind of agree again once more, where there is a difference between cheating for sex and cheating where you are upgrading a girl's life. Like, you are paying their rent, you're buying their food, you're buying their clothes, you're paying for all expensive trips, you're getting their nails done, hair done, basically they've become your girlfriend, aside your wife or your girlfriend now. And so I guess that particular cheating is obviously very disrespectful. That level of cheating is very very hurtful and painful, because the women are sensing there's also emotions attached. You see, because we've been spoken to, at least I've been told from young, that women cheat emotionally, men cheat physically, and there is a lot of truth in that. The stats I was reading were showing that, okay, men often do cheat to a point where it becomes physical. Women cheat where it becomes more emotional. That doesn't exclude that women don't do this and men don't do the opposite either. It just means to say that it's more likely men will cheat to be physical. So when the man obviously then cheats and becomes a man who's having a girlfriend on the side and making her feel special, that displaces the woman that obviously he's dating right now. And I can understand why they're saying about not feeling special and him treating this woman like a co-equal to her. Right? Because she's never going to be a co-equal to them, because they weren't the ones that were in a relationship, according to them. But it's kind of twisted. It's kind of messed up, because either way, he's cheated on you. You're no longer special. The moment he stepped out on you, you're no longer special. But there's also there's a slight sense of entitlement, or need of entitlement, to be able to rationalize what is happening. The fact that your man is going to cheat, you want to rationalize it to a point where you're like, okay, cool. Do you know what? If he's going to cheat, I at least want to make sure that, I'm number one priority. Like, he knows the levels. It's actually about power. Let's go deep, man. Let's go deep. To say those things are actually more about power than anything. What do I mean by that? I mean a sense of the power to control. At least if he's going to cheat, I'm going to let you know the parameters of cheating. Because remember, cheating itself was taking power out of your hands. But the way to put power back in your hands is to go, okay, I tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you what the parameters of cheating are, because that gives me a little bit of power back. Well, in reality, you actually haven't got any power. In reality, you've actually conceded to a position of loss. In reality, you're defeated. But to lie to yourself and say, actually, I've got some level of power by telling him what he should and shouldn't do while cheating is a sense of power. But it's not. It's fake. You're still not in power. But it makes you feel good that you have a level of control over his actions, which really you don't. It's rationalizing.
Don't make her
have
feel
no
more
baby.
special
Because,
than me.
because she can't be more special than
Right.
me.
Damn, that's crazy.
I believe that a guy can love you and cheat on you. I'm sorry, I believe it. Guys are
Oh, let me
so
put
different
You
than
don't have to
us.
be sorry.
Now, here's the thing. The girl made a point about, I believe guys can love you and cheat on you. Do I believe that? Yes. Serial cheating? No. Cheated? Yeah, I believe let me just stay hydrated, guys. Yes, I believe a guy can cheat and love you. Consistent cheating? I would have to question it. Because we all make mistakes. We all make a mistake. We all step outside of what we shouldn't be doing, and we all have the capability of doing that. So yes, a guy can love you and mistakenly cheat on you. I can definitely see that happening. But if you're going to be allowing it and saying, yeah, this is normal behavior, that's not love. It really isn't love. That's not love. Because part of love is self-discipline. A part of love is love covers covers a multitude of sins. Love endures. Love is patient. Love is kind. Okay, there is nothing patient or kind about you sleeping with another woman or another man. There's nothing patient about you going out there into the streets and cheating and catching a bidet. There is nothing. There is nothing loving about you catching a bidet, about you in the streets doing stuff in the shades. There is nothing about that speaks to love. Okay, and so what these women are talking about is a broken understanding of love. A broken understanding of love because of maybe what they've experienced or what they've seen in their particular field, right? But the true love here, I'm telling you, man, you shouldn't have to suffer heartbreak. Now, if you did, I can understand you trying to work it out. But the mere fact that you're saying, I expect it, is problematic in itself. This is like Kevin Samuels talk all over again, which I don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't rock with that. Let's just go.
Been in the life that I lived and you lived with Suge, that kind of came with the territory.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an artist and I'm around rappers. I work with these people and I know that that's just the lifestyle. It's just a part of the lifestyle. But
and that's another thing. Again, they're talking about very high valued men. In the sense of men who have an astronomical amount of wealth and power and status, men who are renowned, men who are world known, and they're saying obviously the reality is that these men will go out and do something, and I can understand the reality of, but do you have to choose that type of man then? Do you have to choose that kind of man then? Should you expect to be with that type of guy who doesn't have to be faithful? Why doesn't he choose to be in an open relationship with you rather than getting married? When you got married, you chose to be with one person. Why don't you just stay open and be a throuple or something like that? But when you got married, you chose one person to say, death do us part, in sickness and in health, not in cheating, and in sickness and in health. You chose that. So why then would you now want to be in a position where you don't want to fulfill your duties as a married individual? The man chose to get married. He could have said, listen, do you know what? There are groupies after me and I'm not ready to settle down at this moment. The truth of the matter is, it's a power move by a lot of these men to have you in their corner, to have you in their base, and then to have another girl as well. Some might say monogamy is not really a normal thing. That's up to you. I believe it is. But the truth of the matter in this particular situation is that, these men love to have you as a trampoline and bounce off you to another girl. It's good to come home to a wife. It's good to come home to basically, you're not even a wife, you're a maid. You're a maid, you're a sex object maybe, you're a counselor, you are eye candy that can spend his money at a go and a touch. You're the person that goes to functions. You're the person that looks good on his arm at these functions. You're baby making machine. Either way, you don't play the wife a role of a wife. The moment he has a mindset that I want to cheat on you and I want to consistently cheat on you, you were never playing a wife role. You were playing a role of baby making machine, a financer, or you were, upgrader, or, you were looking good on his arm. There was some level of position you were playing which was not wife. That's why I say it's a power move, because they use you to be in those positions. You get a decent life in terms of finances, but you don't get love, and then you have to just, get along with it. You know what I'm saying?
as a woman, fuck all that. Like,
Cheating is not the end all be all for me.
how could you have this whole man list with all these requirements of how you want your man to be and then be okay with him cheating on you? Like, I'm just confused. I don't think you should put...
And that's the truth point as well. Like, there is an oxymoron in terms of I want the man to be X, Y, Z, but then when he cheats, I don't mind because. And the reason why is because they're doing an analytical and process application, which is that, well, that's a really complicated way of saying. Basically, they're analyzing it from a very logical point of view, which is, you know what, I'm gonna expect him to cheat, and I'm going to basically accept that because something else is more valuable. What's more valuable? It's not love. It's a business transaction. Love is not the transactional, currency in a situation where someone says a man's going to cheat. That's not the currency. We're going to hear it in a second as well.
that out in the air like that. Don't
What?
say that.
What you
Like,
mean?
cheating ain't the end all be all. Don't speak that like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you say that, it's like, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just a
And I respect that. She just made sure her friend was understanding that it's a mindset you're going into. You when you speak on mindset like that, the trouble is that you are going to attract somebody who's going to fulfill that mindset. As I said earlier on, you are the governor of your land, and the person who comes into your land must be governed by your laws. If your laws state that I'm happy to stay in a relationship where you cheat, then the guy who's coming will happily cheat. If your laws state, listen, I've got to be out when you cheat, then he knows when he gets there, if he cheats, you're out. Understandably, you got to make up the rules that you abide by and live by. And when you do, the other person has to obey. If not, they get going, And so there's an oxymoron that she's trying to say she wants a man to be X, Y, Z, have all these good qualities, but then at the end, allow for a man to be abusive by cheating, right? And I say abusive in terms of the behavior.
realist. I'm just a realist. I'm not doing it. Like, I don't think she's being realistic. Like, Labrini, are you gonna leave every man that cheats on you? No. Come on, sis. Especially if the bag right, you ain't going nowhere.
No, see, that's the key thing. It's not about the man cheating, is it really? It's about the bag being right. It's about financial stability. It's about the luxury lifestyle. See, some women here are just wanting the bag. Some women here just want the money. Some women here just want to be provided for. And so therefore they're willing to take anything to get that. And that for me speaks about self-worth. But then again, I say self-preservation and someone also thinking about their long-term future in terms of, financial stability. They may be thinking, okay, be with this guy and yeah, he may move mad, but my future children will be brought up in a very financially safe home. They will never struggle. The trouble with that is that the emotional baggage the children carry knowing their father is a player. The emotional baggage they carry knowing their mother accepted it just for the bag. Those things actually begin to hurt the children more in the long run in terms of their particular mindsets going into relationships in the future. And so it's important to understand that mindsets are literally the be all and end all, because out of those things that actions will flow. And so yes, don't speak those things into your life, Let's go.
Can't let my nigga think that I'm okay with that.
Oh, I would never tell him it's okay.
But since you just told us it's okay, you just told us on national TV it is okay. And that in itself is telling the man you're okay. I would never tell him. It's too late, sis. You done told us on national television, and every man who's going to see that's going to know, okay, she's okay if I cheat, as long as the bag is correct. Deep what she just said.
But it's just like, if your nigga cheat, is you leaving the first time?
I might be.
You might be. But you...
And understand again. So if your guy cheats, will you leave the first time? Maybe not. And that's fair enough, right? He may be remorseful, he may be sorry, and you're willing to forgive that point. That's a different scenario. But being open to him cheating, my friend, please. You said all men cheat, and then it's like, oh no, come on, sis, come on. You can't have that. And I do understand. He may cheat once, and you may forgive, but a consistent level of cheating it's no good for business of a family.
Some women don't leave, so after you don't leave, guys in their head automatically think, oh, this is what I can get away with, and they're gonna keep doing it.
That's a fair point.
Megan can keep talking about it, and she can say it as many times as she wants, but she ain't about to convince me to be okay with the bullshit. You're not gonna make me think I'm crazy just because I'm not okay with my man cheating on me. That's what you're not gonna do, sis.
I hear you. It's a gaslight in itself that, trying to make the person feel bad about the fact that they are in a relationship with somebody who is going to cheat on them like that. Listen, you should have self-worth and self-love for yourself. Yeah, self-love. It's not self-worth. Love for yourself. You need to have self-love to be able to say, hey, look, you know what? That's not going to be my portion. Like, I value myself, and I value what I bring to the table, and I value the love that I give, and I value the love that I receive. And so, therefore, I'm not going to accept just you, just coming along and saying, okay, I'm going to cheat on you. Come on, man. It can't be. It can't be. So, sis, I told you, hold your ground. I like it. Hold your ground. You're talking sensibility.
Not gonna happen. Finito.
I hear that, man. I hear that. Guys, if you like what we do right now and you want to let us know your thoughts, well, please comment down below. Like the video as well. Share it with somebody as well. We appreciate you guys today. Like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell button for notification of the uploads. We appreciate you. If it's up, then it's up. Stay hydrated, baby. Stay hydrated.